Alright, folks, we're back for another episode of Zenless Zone Zero. We're still dealing with where we left off last time in this episode of Bury Your Tears of the Past. I have no idea what the fuck Hugo's doing, so I'm just gonna start. Oh, I bet. Really? Lord have mercy. I doubt he said more presentable. What about you? Oh, I'm sure. I knew he was involved in the organ trafficking shit. He was arguing with somebody over the phone about it. Yeah, somehow that would not surprise me. Crack a stone with an egg. That's an interesting metaphor. Oh, of course. Of fucking course the Ravenlocks are involved with the Exaltus. Wouldn't surprise me if that pompous jackass ends up becoming another fucking sacrifice creature. Right, good God. Dear God. I cannot believe you're actually going through with this. What the fuck are you thinking? This is not how I was expecting this to go. Alright, jackass, what is it?
How about it? Will you work with me?
Not bad. Let me be honest with you. I have the sacrifice core that you're after. I am Mockingbird.
You told him?
So it's you. I never thought you'd be so bold as to come see me alone.
Relax, my friend. As you know, if I can sneak into such a heavily guarded auction, then naturally, I can just as easily slip away right now. I'm here with the sincere intention to seek cooperation. I can give you that sacrifice core.
What the fuck are you doing?
And what do you want in return?
Wealth, glory, power. The things everyone else in the world wants, I want them too. And I'm confident that as the current heir to the Ravenlock family, those are all things you can give me.
Something ain't adding up here.
Then you've certainly come to the right place. My family is working on a big project. If things come to fruition, Ravenlock's status in Tops will significantly improve.
Yeah, I just bet it will, jackass.
At which point, I'll be sure to leave a spot for you. Naturally, as an outsider, you're precluded from handling any of our core business. But profits from the scraps alone will be enough to set you up for life.
Mr. Hartman, I think you've misunderstood me. In fact, I have an art gallery under my name that does pretty well for itself. I was hoping you could recommend me for tops.
You want
That's
to join
ballsy.
Tubbs? That's easier said than done. Even for a family like ours, it would still require significant effort and...
Just answer me yes or no. I don't think either of us can afford to waste time.
I understand. Yes, you have my word. But in exchange, you'll have to give me the sacrifice core first.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't.
I apologize for that noise.
Already
Idiots
hidden
on
it somewhere
bikes.
safe, a place nobody else but me knows. You don't want to put all your chips on the table when dealing with tops. I know that far too well.
Somehow I imagine you do.
Then that means I also need to keep an eye out when working with the infamous Mockingbird, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Hartman, I should remind you that I stand before you undisguised. Coming from a phantom thief who's never publicly revealed his identity. Shouldn't that be sufficient
I'd just call that
assurance?
another gamble
If I
on your
betray
part.
you, then you merely need to lift a finger to wipe me from the face of this world.
You do make a valid point there. In that case, you have
Of
the-
course, your ego just... God help me.
I appreciate your trust.
Yeah.
Why don't we celebrate our new partnership with a toast? Having a drink before undertaking anything important is a family tradition. It's good luck.
As an outsider, it's a real honor.
By the way, you aren't the only member of your organization, are you? Shouldn't all your companions agree to
No,
this
no, it
deal
wouldn't be the
first?
first time he's operated without asking anybody
You
else
don't
anything.
have to worry about that. I'll make sure she agrees. Otherwise, I'll get rid of her too.
Seems you'll do whatever it takes to get things done. Great things lie ahead for someone like you.
The fuck are you playing
All
at, you
right,
fucking
let's leave it at
jackass?
that for today.
That's him! He's the one who killed Serena!
What?
She was the only one who was ever any good to him, right? That's how he repays her?
That's why they say once a mongrel, always a mongrel. Just look into his eyes.
Got some more background here, do we?
Mother, we have to punish him! Serena had been ranking ahead of him. Hugo must have poisoned her water so he could pass her.
What?
Pure evil. Typical for an impure bloodline. You should
God, even the
checked out
kids are
his
little
Hugo.
bitches.
Hugo, did you do all this?
Yes, it was me.
What?
I killed her.
He
Did
admitted
you,
it.
though?
Father, he must be expelled. He has no right to live under the same roof as us.
Why don't we reunite him with Serena then?
Hugo, well done. My children, how many times have I told you before? In this world, only the most ruthless, cruel, and unscrupulous of people ever make it to the top.
That is a hell of a lesson to teach your kids. It's okay to poison each
Like
other.
Hugo here, who was willing to murder his only true loved one without a second thought. Only someone with the means and the gumption to do that is qualified to be mine.
But I...
It's all over now, and the results are obvious. The winner of this month's assessment is Hugo. As for the rest of you, go to the usual place for the punishment you deserve.
What the fuck, man?
Father, before this, I was number one.
As I've told you before, there's only room for one winner in this family. You're still a loser, even if it's by the smallest margin. And there's no reason for a loser to exist.
Jesus Christ.
This is all for your own good. Do you understand? Go on now. Receive your punishment for the sake of the family.
What a mess.
I understand. I'm sorry.
What in the fuck?
That really brought up some unpleasant memories.
No shit.
It won't be long. Soon, it'll all be over.
Uh-huh, yeah. By what means? the fuck is going on?
Thank you for escorting me here, Proxy. Today was quite eventful. You're a child that only brings misfortune. People have been saying that about me for a long time.
Probably not the best thing to dwell on.
I used to feel hurt, and why do I only predict suffering?
I don't know. I mean, I don't even understand how this works.
If I could predict happy things, joyful things, would people like me a little more? Maybe fate truly is set in stone. Often, I want to help these people avoid their miserable fates. For a time, I even thought that I was successful, that I could change people's destiny. But it was all an illusion. In the end, I couldn't do anything at all.
I just won't even say that.
So,
Jeez.
I was really happy when you said that my abilities weren't a curse, but a gift. Thank you, Proxy. I'm so glad to have met you.
Yeah, I'm not so sure this is going to end well.
And you're also a fan of Lord Nathan.
Oh,
It's like we were
jeez. Here we go with that
fated
again. I'm not sure what he's going to have to do to get this through to
I
you.
don't know why, but I feel completely at ease when I'm by your side. I feel like I'm free from judgment, from blame. Like, I don't need to worry about anything, and can just be my own true self. Perhaps people really do possess an aura, and ours just so happen to be extremely compatible.
Oh my god.
By the way, you asked me before about Hugo. I don't really know much about him. He rarely ever talks about his past.
Well, that is a big friggin' surprise.
Judging from his eye colors, you can guess he's probably the bastard son of a renowned family. I think his mother was very worried about his different colored eyes, and even wanted to get rid of him at one point. But then his family offered a huge price and bought him off his mother for some reason.
It's so damn weird.
And just like that, he moved from a leaky and drafty boarding room to a luxurious mansion. But he's also mentioned that the extravagant home is actually like hell for him. I think it's probably because the family treats him terribly.
Well, considering the flashback.
I digress. He ran away and ended up meeting Lycon and his master. After that, they formed Mockingbird together and experienced a rare period of happiness. Until Lycon's betrayal.
Yeah, I get the notion you don't know everything about that.
So, what's your take on Hugo?
I imagine I would still be wandering around now if I had never met him. To me, Hugo is just like an older brother.
I don't know if that feeling's mutual or
I've
not.
always felt as though he's carrying some heavy burden with him. But that's a secret he's kept to himself. Sometimes when I look into his eyes, I can feel that he's really struggling with something. Even though he may say some extreme things, Hugo really isn't a bad person.
That remains to be seen considering what we know about him.
I think one day he'll tell me his secret.
Alright, folks, and I think this will be a slightly shorter one. Mostly because I wanted to get some of that stuff, cleared up. Not a whole lot of action in this one, but as a middle ground, it's a good place to start and stop. And it'll let me get into the next one where some more stuff will probably happen. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying these. as weird as they are, there's a lot of plot development going on. I'll catch you later.